I was looking at some different things for content marketing. And let's see if I can. Let's see if I can put this in the chat. Here's some information that I put together, some links also. I thought that what I would do is talk a little bit about content marketing. Does everybody find it as challenging as I do of knowing what to put into your emails to your readers or in social posts? I mean,
absolutely.
Okay. Becky, do you have an email list that you send out on a regular basis?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't either, but if I did, I wouldn't know what to put in.
Okay. Emma, do you, you're muted, Emma. Let's ask you to unmute. Anyway. In the chat, I put in some information. Emma, if you can hear me, please unmute yourself and tell me whether or not you have an email list that you send out regularly to readers. I used to struggle all the time with ideas for what to put into my emails. And so what I finally did was, I started doing email swaps with other authors. And so that gives me a pretty constant supply of information to send, because I'm always introducing my readers to other authors, either as offering a free book or a discounted book, or just introducing the author saying that they have oh, okay, thank you, Emma. I see your chat. So, but you don't always want to just be sending out information just about books, because people are interested. And especially if you have a new book coming out, such as you just had a new book come out, Annie. Sometimes what you might do, you did a huge amount of research on your book. And if you're like me, you find most of it very exciting. Some of it is kind of like boring, but that's okay. So one idea is, because it will build interest to readers, as well as sharing some of the information that you can't necessarily put into a book. Some pieces of history I find so fascinating, but they just don't work anywhere into the novel, is to send out an email with a little bit of research that you did, what you find exciting about it, and just kind of chatting it up a little bit, and maybe mentioning how it influenced your book a little bit, what you might have had to work around with history if you're staying authentic to history in order to make it work. So it's a nice little way to connect with your readers. Another idea that we have here in the chat, I put some links to the History Channel. They have a This Day in History. And what I have found is that with the This Day in History, I use it mostly for my social posts. My preferred time in history is from 1750 to 1850. And so, and I am interested specifically in the United States history. So whenever I get a notification from this date in history about something that happened in the United States between those two dates, I make a post out of it. I usually find a picture that I can put in with it, and I make a social post out of it. I could as easily include those types of things into an email if I wanted to send that to readers. You can always expand on it a little bit and make it something of interest. The reason I don't send that out to my reader group is because I did not have the foresight to include separate customer lists from historical and contemporary. So as you're starting out on an email list, you might want, if you write both historical and contemporary, you might want to have separate lists for your contemporary readers and your historical readers. That way you can target your messages to them a little bit better.
So is 1945 considered contemporary or is it just historical?
It's considered historical.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually writing a story based on 1945,
Mhm.
but it's
That-
also from 1945 to the present.
Okay, is that one story or is that going to be a series?
No, it's going to be one story.
One story? Okay, I don't know how that would be considered. I know 1945 is historical, considered
Okay.
historical, but if you're bringing it up to the current date, then obviously that's contemporary.
One sec, Paula. One sec.
That might be a good question for you to post into the group and get everybody's opinion about it, because I don't know everything, although sometimes I think I do. Another place, if you like doing that, is the day, week, or month observances. So you can go to nationaldaycalendar.com or brownielocks.com, and they have some very interesting things. So sometimes you might want to make just a short little vignette that says, oh, this is kind of what this person did. What I saw there was kind of a hint of, okay, say that you have National Whiskey Day. I don't know. They must have something like that in Scotland, huh?
If it
You
doesn't, they
might,
should.
yeah, if they don't, they should, is right. So what you could do is send out a poll to your readers saying, if there was, or if there is, whatever, such as a National Whiskey Day in Scotland, what kind of a celebration would they have in 1850 to celebrate that? Or what kind of a celebration would they have today to celebrate that? Or in 1450, or whenever your time period is, wherever your locale is or your time period, something that either is a day of observance, or if you think there should be one, such as in the Whiskey Rebellion. Was it all about whiskey or was it about taxes? I don't know. I know that our Stamp Act, the Boston Tea Party, that was about taxes, not about tea at all. So, you can poll readers on what are their ideas about this. If it's something that you're actually putting in a book, you might give a little preview of that to a reader to bring interest to them. You could make up short little stories to send to them saying, wouldn't this be an interesting thing to write about? I haven't written about it, but let's say that I did. And then you could do a little writing. So that's my brainstorm for marketing today. And of course, the idea of open discussion is that everybody can think about what they have done, what they are doing, what works for them, what doesn't work for them. And so I'd love to hear from anybody else.
Well, so far the only thing I've been doing is a little bit of social media, but I'm not a pro at it. It's something that you have to build on and
Mhm. So have you started building a customer list yet? A reader list?
yes, I'm asking people to sign in to my my website. I have a click in button, but so far I've almost no success. It's ridiculous. I think I have like 10 people.
Okay, well, which reminds me, you need to send me a link for me to promote your book in my email list.
Okay.
I was going to do that last week, and I just
I'm actually
noticed.
trying to
I'm losing you, Paula. The connection must be bad.
No, I quit talking. I thought Becky was going to say something.
Yeah, so I was trying to sell my book, Broken Hearts, but on Amazon. I actually posted it on Amazon. Because I'm a what's it called? A self-published author.
Mhm.
So, but unfortunately, no one actually wants to buy it. And I don't know why. I have a lot of followers on Instagram and on Facebook, but I don't know why, regardless.
Okay. Will you put a link to your book in the chat? And later today or tomorrow, I will take a look. I will take a look at your cover title and blurb and see if I can see anything obvious in those three things. Because if something's not selling, either people are not seeing it or they're seeing it and rejecting it because something isn't right in the cover title blurb. So if you put a link to your book into the chat, I will take a look at it either later today or tomorrow. And you're in the Dreamweavers group, is that correct? Romance Dreamweavers group? Becky?
Yes, yes.
Okay, and then I'll be happy to PM you. Becky, what's your last name, Becky? Becky, can you hear me, Becky?
Yes,
Okay, so if you put your
yes,
link,
yes, I can.
okay, and also put your email address in the chat. That way I can send you an email. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So
Because I actually, yeah,
you see what?
because I actually posted it. I actually published it in both English and Spanish.
Okay.
So if you want me to send both of them, then that's fine. But
Okay.
if you want it just in English, that's fine.
Just English, because I don't read the other. I don't read Spanish. Is your cover and your blurb and your title the same in Spanish and in English? I'm sorry, I'm having.
sorry?
Okay.
We lost you again.
Okay, no, I'm sorry about that. I don't know why. This keeps saying I have plenty of internet, but it doesn't believe, I don't believe it. So Becky, is your title and your cover and your blurb identical in Spanish and in English? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
So I put in the chat my question in case my voice is breaking up. So Emma, how many books do you have, Emma? Okay, so Emma, you said in the chat, okay, you have another one due for release. You said in the chat that you're having some success. And what do you accredit your success to? Is it how you're posting on social media? Or you said you haven't started a list yet, so I presume it has to be, or are you doing ads? Oh, okay, so actually that's pretty good to have 100 on your list already. Are you writing historical or contemporary? So have you acquired the 100 people on your list in the last 2 weeks? Okay, so you're writing all three of those. Are those all three in one book? Or are they different? Oh, okay, yes, in 2 weeks. Wow. Hey, acquiring 100 readers in 2 weeks, I think is actually very good. Maybe you should be telling us how you're doing that. Did you say that you were taking out ads, or are you just posting on social media? Okay, I don't know. Emma, are you? Yes, you did a free course on Facebook. Okay, so you're doing Facebook ads. Okay, so you took the Facebook ads course. Has anybody else taken the Facebook ads course? I have not taken that yet, and I don't put ads out yet. I've heard that the Amazon ads have mixed results, but the Facebook ads, I haven't tried those yet. Do you feel, Emma, that you're at least getting your value for the dollars spent? Are you breaking even yet, or are you still trying to break even? Spend $5 a day. Well, I think you're doing something good. Hey, everybody, maybe we should take the Facebook ad course. I spend $5 a day if I brought back in even $10 a day. So you're doing very good, Emma. Okay, so how can I take that free? Yes, I'd like to know that question too, Annie. Do you have a link for that course, or do we just search for it on Facebook? Emma, how did you find it? If you could find the link and put it in the chat, I think everybody would really appreciate that. So Becky, how long ago did you publish your book?
I'd have to say like a few months. I published it, when was it? Last year, actually. I published it last year.
Okay. And did you have it edited before you published it?
No, I published it myself and I fixed the errors myself. I don't have
Okay.
an editor.
Okay. If you wouldn't mind maybe taking an excerpt, maybe like 2 or 3 pages from your book and emailing them to me, or sending me a link to that, I'd be happy to take a look at it. I know that for myself, I was fortunate to find an editor before publishing my first book. And for me, it was the smartest thing I ever did, for the simple reason that it's a very difficult thing for a person to edit their own work. The eye has a tendency to see what it wants to see, and we know what we mean, but somebody else might not always understand it. Did you use some beta readers to read your book before you published it?
Yes.
Okay. And was the feedback that you got from them very positive?
It was really, it was very positive, yes.
Okay, excellent. That's wonderful. Okay, so mainly it sounds to me as if we need to find out if you're getting the exposure, or people, first of all, seeing your book, and then if they are, is the cover title and blurb what they are expecting to see. I took a class recently on cover title and blurb, and you know, the old adage that you can't judge a book by the title is not true, because people do judge a book by not the title, the cover, I mean.
Well, actually, this is the cover. If you actually, I don't think you can see it.
Okay, no, I can see
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Broken Hearts, okay,
Love the colors.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
But like, no, it's like no one actually wants to buy it, because like people unfortunately are reading it on KU, which I know it's a good thing, you know, but I mean, it's not what I want, because people actually have to pay for KU. Well, it's not, they don't have to pay, but it's like for free, but they have to pay for how many pages you read and all that stuff.
well, people do pay for KU. They have a set amount that they pay every single month, and then they can read a whole bunch or a little bit. It doesn't make any difference. Have you put your book into KU?
Yes.
And are you getting page reads or not?
Yes, I am. I'm getting 5 page. I'm getting, let me show you. Can I show you real quick?
Yes, please.
Okay. Oh, it says host disabled participant screen sharing.
Okay, just a second. Excuse me, I'm putting that one participant can share, and who can share when someone else is sharing. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can see your screen
Okay.
now.
I'm gonna go. My mouse is driving me nuts. Let's see, where's my mouse? Okay, so these are the 2 books that I actually published
Okay,
in English and Spanish. Okay, so I'm gonna go to reports,
uh-huh,
and then here we go. So I don't have any units ordered, and then I have the Kindle. Here we go. Kindle edition normalized page. If you can see, it says here that I have 5 pages read, and then I have another page, 5 pages read, and then I have another 2 pages read, which I'm gonna get paid for that.
uh-huh, yes.
But I don't really understand why people actually don't want to buy my book, you know?
Uh-huh.
So I mean, I don't, you know, so I don't know. It's
Yeah,
been driving me nuts for months now.
okay. Just a second, let's take a look.
Oh, it says Emma gets 5,000 KU pages read a day. That's cool.
I'm wondering if those, is that 5 pages that are being read or 5,000 pages that are being read?
Well, I don't know either. I really don't know.
Okay, so I don't know. Emma, you're a little bit more familiar with that. Do you think that that graph that Becky showed us is 5,000 words read or 5,000 pages read or 5? Okay, yes, please let us see yours.
Because my book is actually only 34 pages
Okay,
for both.
okay. That's like a short story. How many words are in there? Do you know?
It's about, let me see. It's well, I have the document right here in my phone. I'm gonna show you right now. So this is actually another story that I'm writing for a different job.
Uh-huh. Well, how many? You have 3 pages.
Here
Okay, so on your book, how many pages is your book? 34 pages, did you say?
34. Okay, so the book is actually 9,976 76 words.
Okay, so that's considered a short story rather
Well,
than
actually, I would say novelette.
a novelette is usually 25,000 words. A novelette is up to, say a novella is up to about 25,000 to 50,000. A novelette, which I haven't really heard of that term, but 10,000 words, it's still considered a short story.
Yeah.
I don't have Kindle Unlimited, so I can't read that.
Wow.
Okay, so this is
Congratulations, Emma.
yours. So we have here, see yours. Okay, so with Emma's, we can see here on the graph over on the left hand side where it says the KENP, which is the Kindle edition normalized page reads, it's 10K, 5K. So those are pages. So you have a lot of people reading your books. On your graph, Becky, did it show 5K or just 5?
5, just 5.
Okay, so that's 5 pages. And your story is 34 pages, but you've only had 5 pages. And you have no idea whether or not those are pages from one person who's reading kind of slow, or if those are 2 people or 10 people each reading 1 page.
Exactly. And it's not selling well, like I mentioned.
Right. Yeah. So for almost 3,400 pages read, you're getting like $12, which is probably the equivalent to, okay, so here was this was estimated royalties from April 1st to April 22nd. And you have 1 book out, but you're having another one coming out in a couple of weeks.
Yes, in 2 weeks, actually. It's the same short story.
Okay. Thank you very much, Emma. You're very generous in showing us this. Emma, do you also have this book for sale on Amazon, or is it just in KU? Okay, so you've also had sales. Okay. Where's Amazon .co.jp? That's not Japan, is it? Because that's where you really made a lot of sales there. But I have no idea where that is.
You can only think Japan.
That's the only thing I could think of too. Becky, if you want to, you can send me a PDF of your story. Oh, okay. Japan, but not dollars, not US dollars. That might be yen or something like that. Yeah, if you want to send me a PDF, I'd be happy to take a look at it. I can only share with you my opinion. But sometimes opinions, I mean, you say that you have your beta readers loved the story, and they gave you very positive feedback. So I can't imagine that you don't have a story that people would like to read.
See, this one is Love Lost in 1945 is actually historical and contemporary. Historical contemporary. It's actually based off of The Notebook. If you wanna
Emma
check it
wants to
out
know where
after
you're
I'm posted.
marketing it.
Am I
Are you-
marketing it? I'm actually marketing it on Amazon. So I don't have a website.
Okay, but are you actually doing anything to market it? Are you doing social media posts? Are you doing any kind of ads?
Yes, I'm using Amazon, Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, but you're not doing Amazon ads.
No.
Okay. Well, I would suggest contacting that person that she put in the chat that has the free course on Amazon ads. That would probably be a good starting place. I know that I'm going to dip into that myself. I have a feeling Annie's already linked in there. So, but if you send me a PDF, I'd be happy to take a look at it. And as I said, send me a link to the cover title blurb. Let's see, Facebook groups specific to Kindle Unlimited readers, then the romance groups too. That's where you're sending, am I understanding this right? That's where you're also sending the Facebook ads? Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay. Okay, thank you very much, Becky. Emma, were you saying that your Facebook ads are going to groups that are specific to Kindle Unlimited and to romance? Yes, okay. And having an attractive graphics helps. Yes, it does. I haven't seen any of your ads. I'm gonna have to try and find it. Okay. Are you talking about, okay, so you're talking about posting your cover and a blurb in some of the groups. Is that what you're saying? And I have seen that many groups do allow covers and blurbs. And in fact, okay, thank you very much. In the Romance Dreamweavers group, books or short stories or whatever that have been out for less than 12 months, you can put a post into our group for free, Becky, and I will go ahead and approve it for you.
Okay.
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 So,
Thanks, Paula.
yeah, and then I think Emma's going to do another screen share for us. I think. Emma, were you going to do another screen share for us? I think she's looking for one of her things so that she can do a screen share for us. So, and Annie, how are sales going with your book?
I had a spike just after launch, and then it's slowed down a little bit. But I haven't done much promotion. I've been I'm taking courses right now in Amazon ads.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not gonna put all my eggs in one basket, which is why I would be interested in other forms of promotion. Ooh.
Right.
Ooh.
Oh, send him my way, please.
Eye candy. That is eye candy.
Yes.
It won't stop. I won't stop until she is mine. Okay.
Yeah. Gee whiz. That's very nice. And then do you have a blurb with that also, Emma? Yes. Yes. Please send that along also. Do you use, Emma, do you use the same blurb on your postings as you have on the back cover? Because I don't necessarily use the same back cover blurb when I do that. Do you use the same back cover blurb? Okay, that's what I thought. And I think that for posts on social media, that you want something very short. That's a very nice photo there too. Something very short rather than the 2 or 3 paragraphs that you would have on a back cover blurb. And especially the description that you use on Amazon, they usually in the description area, they actually give you a lot more space than just your back cover blurbs. So when you're actually doing the post, I think because on social media, people have a tendency to scroll. I think you want some very short passages. there, just something to really pique their interest. So yes, very definitely calls to action with the links in there. So, okay. I really appreciate all of your contributions, Emma. That helps tremendously. I'm not really too sure. Do we have anything else that we want to cover today? I think that Becky asked some very pertinent questions. Yes, we are all in the Romance Dream Weavers.